5:15. Kristen Aguirre out and about in Quincy this morning.
And we're going to check in with her, see what she's up to. Kristen.
I am here at Quincy University's Fitness Center gearing up for 3-on-3 wheelchair basketball. So they gave me my first set of gloves so I can get ready to get out on the court and take them on.
All right, this promises to be filled with hilarity, I think, this morning.
And she could spar with somebody when she's done.
Kristen Aguirre gearing up for some wheelchair basketball.
Yeah, she's live on a court this morning. Kristen.
Yep, I am here trying to brush up on some of my basketball skills, trying to be like Mike, sort of, with a little bit of a twist. With me now is Glenna Hackamack. What do we got going on here?
We have our wheelchair basketball tournament coming up this Saturday. It's our third annual one for West Central Illinois Center for Independent Living. And we brought some of our players out to kind of give everybody an idea of what to expect this Saturday. And for also the teams that are new and haven't played this year, they'll get a brief shot of how it goes and how it works.
So, some people who don't know what West Central is, can you just tell us a little bit about it?
We are an advocacy agency. We work with people with disabilities from all ages. So we work from birth to death. So anyone that was born with a disability, acquires a disability, we have services to assist them in order for them to be as independent as possible and to adjust to the disability that has come about in their life. And we assist family members as well that are dealing with people that have acquired a disability.
So why was this event so important for you guys to put on?
This event proves a couple different things. It shows people who don't have disabilities what people with disabilities do have to go through in life. And it also shows that people with disabilities that are allowed to play as well, that they can live independent. They can do things that people without disabilities can.
All right, well, coming up later in the show, these guys are going to show me a thing or two on how to play basketball in a wheelchair. So make sure you come back for that.
All right, I will guarantee you I will be back for that. You?
I'm not going anywhere.
Good. Let's head back now to Kristen, who's actually there promoting a pretty fun, important event this weekend.
Yep, I am here and I am getting geared up to play some 3-on-3 wheelchair basketball. With me now is Dustin from West Central Center for Independent Living. He is going to give me some tips on what I need to know to get on these court and hold my own with these guys. So what's the first thing we need to know?
Well, first thing is you're going to have to remember not to wear too baggy of clothes. They will get caught in the wheels. The second thing is you'll need to have durable gloves to be able to not tear your hands up too much. You want to remember when you sit in your chair after you picked it out to keep your feet back so that when you're playing you don't get smashed. Since we are, as you can see, running around, it can get hazardous if you don't have your feet tucked in. Same basketball rules apply as they would not in a chair.
This is not easy, guys. Okay.
But I mean, traveling, you have to bounce the ball when you go. You have to be able, you can push twice, you got to dribble once, and then you can push twice and dribble once. But all the same rules apply. There's 3-second violation, traveling, fouls, all of that still apply. It's just a little bit of a different atmosphere when you talk about your center of gravity and your shooting. You're not able to necessarily be as I mean, it's a different feel.
Definitely a different sound of feel. Well, it's harder to get into. If you just saw, I almost fell on my face and I wasn't even in the chair yet. So I got my gloves on because you got to make sure you have sturdy gloves for, I guess your hands get really raw when you're rolling around. So I'm going to practice a little bit in this chair. I'm going to practice not falling out, and I'm going to practice wheeling around and practice some of my skills so I can get out on the court with these guys.
And it will be a good event to check out this weekend.
Yeah, she's getting an upper body workout, I think. And I noticed that they're 3-wheeled wheelchairs.
Yeah, Kristen.
Well, I am here with some of the members from the West Central Illinois Center for Independent Living, and we are gearing up right now for some wheelchair basketball. There's a 3-on-3 tournament coming up this weekend, but before you get it, I recommend practicing. So with me now is Dustin. What are some of the moves that we need to know, Dustin?
Well, traveling is a big issue with any kind of basketball, so you got to make sure that when you play and you have your ball, you can lay it in your lap and you roll. You can roll twice, and then you have to dribble the ball. Otherwise, it's a traveling violation.
And our fingers, you said, I didn't know kind of which wheel to put my hands on. We're working with the outside, right?
Yeah, you work with the outside wheel. You can grab the inside wheel, but be careful, your fingers could get a little bit scrunched.
And so it's every two pulls is a bounce?
Every 2 wheels, every 2 pushes, then you have to dribble. Yes.
Okay, so let's see. Oh man, this is some real skill right here. All right, Dustin, so you can talk about what I need to do here. So I need to do...
All right, so you'll want, when you push off, you can push off twice, and then you have to dribble the ball. And then you can dribble, and then you have to put it back in the... Then you can put it back in your lap and wheel 2 more times. But you have to do that.
So what does it feel like to kind of to do this while sitting down?
It definitely takes some practice. I think, because anybody can play, they really have to know how they can hold the ball in your lap. When you're wheeling, people can steal the ball from you, so you have to make sure that you're able to do that. So.
All right, well, I'm getting on my 3-on-3 team and coming later in the show. We are actually going to get out on the court. From what you saw, I'm not too good, so I feel pretty bad for my teammates.
Have your teammates seen you play? They ready to go?
They're wanting to play pickup and not pick up Kristen, I think.
Well, despite learning how to play wheelchair basketball for a good cause.
Yeah, good morning, Kristen.
I am here getting my basketball on with some of the members of the West Central Illinois Center for Independent Living. Woo, that is a long name to remember. With me now is Glenda Hackamack from the center. She's going to talk to us a little bit about why the organization puts on this 3-on-3 wheelchair basketball tournament every year. And I'm going to get on the floor with my teammates right now, Joe and Jason. So I'm going to hand it over right now. Wish me luck.
Thank you, Kristen. One of the reasons that we do this tournament every year is we want to bring awareness to people about people with disabilities. I think people see people in wheelchairs and they don't realize the day-to-day struggles that they do go through. So this was a good way for us to have a unique fundraiser here in Quincy to bring in a lot of support for the Center for Independent Living, as well as bring awareness to what people in a wheelchair go through, but also to bring awareness to let people know that just because they're in a wheelchair, they can do similar things to what people that aren't in a wheelchair can do. So it brings a whole new aspect to people with disabilities, and it's a great workout. Earlier we had a player in here from the Quincy University basketball team, and he was showing us just what it goes through compared to a regular basketball game. And he was talking about how tired his arms were and the struggles and the difference that you have to do to play wheelchair basketball versus regular basketball, because you use a whole lot of different muscles. And as you can see, they're out there playing and just working hard, and this is going to be going on this Saturday to raise money for the West Central Illinois Center for Independent Living. So we appreciate everybody that's going to come out and watch, and there's no charge to come out and watch and support these teams. We have a lot of teams that are going to be playing from all across the tri-state area. So we're very excited. It's going to start at 8 a.m. It's going to run all day long, so there'll be games playing every single hour, and there'll be a lot of new people, a lot of fun, and you have a lot of opportunity.
Perfect. Thank you so much, Glenda. As you can see, it is definitely a lot harder than it looks. So if you're interested in trying out, make sure you check out their tournament this weekend.
I'm calling a foul on Kristen because I
She
saw
got out of
her
the chair.
get up out of that chair and retrieve that ball.
I'm thinking Glenda should put that on a resume tape. We might just put her on a payroll. Nice job there, Glenda. Playing wheelchair basketball this morning.
Yeah, I can hear those balls going on the court there. Kristen?
Well, I am here hanging out with some of the members from the West Central Illinois Center for Independent Living, who are going to be playing this Saturday at their 3-on-3 wheelchair basketball tournament. We're going to get to know, we've been seeing us play all morning, but we're going to get to know what it really feels like to be playing in these chairs. So what does it feel like for you, Dustin? It's
difficult. Like I said, being an able-bodied person myself, it's a different aspect of how things go. So it's very much an eye-opener just to be able to compete in a chair. So
what about some of you guys? What is it like? If you could describe it to someone, what would it be like in playing in the wheelchair? I'm getting caught everywhere.
It's pretty tough. It's a lot more upper body strength than you think you're going to need, especially to shoot, because usually when you shoot you're standing up, so it's a lot more difficult than you expect it's going to be.
And why is this event so important to put on?
It's just great to bring awareness to to people with disabilities and actually show there's different types of chairs and different events that anyone can do, able-bodied or disabled. So it's just a great event.
What about you? Does it make you kind of appreciate? Oh, I'm sorry, I'm not good at this. Does it make you guys kind of appreciate things more, or what is it like being in the wheelchair and playing basketball?
It's pretty difficult, but it makes you appreciate more that you have legs to walk on.
And so, would you guys encourage everyone to come out in here and play this Saturday?
Oh yeah, it's a really fun. Even though it's pretty difficult, have to have a whole lot of upper body strength.
What are some tips you guys can give everyone that are going to be playing here this weekend?
Make sure you get gloves. You're gonna need gloves. And give it your all. Give it your all and have fun with it.
All right, well, if you're interested in getting out here on the court and getting on these wheels, make sure you check out the tournament that is happening this Saturday.
And you don't have to play. You can go just watch.
Yes, that's a good idea,
and
too.
And cheer on the teams. And I believe, because I heard Glenda on the radio the other day, it's free to get in.
Oh,
But
is
again,
that
if you want
right?
to take a donation, I'm sure they wouldn't object.
Nobody turns that away, do they?
No.